a flashbang. I am planting the bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
Grenade out.
Terrorists win.
Come on, chop, chop. Yes. Laying down smoke. Grenade. Grenade. Flashback. Grenade out. I'm throwing a grenade. Smoke. Throwing a decoy. Flashbang. Grenade. Blending.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Thank you, Roger. These fellas are gonna regret waking up this morning. I'm throwing smoke. Grenade. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade. Smoke. Throwing fire. Smoke! Grenade! I'm throwing smoke.
Terrorists win.
Roger that. Remember, this is bandit country. Shoot everything that moves. Throwing smoke. Throwing fire. Smoke. Smoke. Throwing a grenade. Flashbang. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing smoke. planting.
Bomb has been planted.
I'm throwing a flashbang. Grenade out. Flashbang. Molotov. Laying down smoke.
Terrorists win.
They will not stop the bomb now. Move it, move it. Smoke! I'm throwing smoke. Throwing a flashbang. Throwing fire. Throwing a flashbang. Flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Throwing a flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Smoke! Flashbang! Throwing fire! I'm throwing flashbang! I am planting the bomb.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Roger. Agreed. Green lights. One on. Smoke! Smoke! I'm throwing a grenade! Throwing smoke! Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang. Throwing fire. Throwing smoke. Smoke. I'm throwing smoke. Grenade out. Grenade! Incendiary! Flashbang! I'm throwing flashbang! Smoke! Smoke! Burn! Flashbang! Smoke! Throwing a flashbang! Molotov! Fire! Throwing fire!
Bomb has been planted.
Throwing a grenade! I'm throwing down throwing flashback. Throwing grenade. I'm throwing smoke. Deploying flashback. Flashback. Smoke. Laying down smoke. Throwing flashback. Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang. I'm throwing smoke.
Terrorists win.
Let's have at it, mates. Smoke. 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 Grenade out. Throwing a flashbang. Flashbang down. Throwing a grenade. I'm throwing Throwing smoke. Molotov. Flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Grenade. Smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Flashbang. Affirmative. I'm throwing a flashbang. I am planting the bomb. Incendiary out.
Bomb has been planted.
Grenade out. Defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Yes. Watch out. These boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it. Smoke! Smoke! Throwing a grenade. Incendiary out.
Bomb has been planted.
Deploying flashbang.
Terrorists win.
Remove any doubts in your head. It's us or them. Smoke! Smoke! Throwing a grenade. Throwing smoke. Molotov! Smoke! Grenade out. Flashback! Flashback! Incendiary! Throwing flashback! Laying down smoke. Flashbang. Smoke! Throwing fire! Throwing flashbang. Grenade out. Grenade.
Terrorists win.
Let's go. Smoke. Throwing smoke. Grenade. Throwing a grenade. Grenade out. Smoke. I'm throwing smoke. Grenade out. Throwing smoke. Throwing fire. Flashback. Throwing flashback. Smoke! Throwing fire! I'm throwing flashbang! Throwing flashbang. I am planting the bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
Laying down smoke. fire! Burn! Flashback! Laying down smoke. Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang.
Counter-terrorists win.
Let's make this Vegas rain. Smoke. Flashbang. Throwing smoke. Throwing fire. Incendiary out. Throwing a grenade. Throwing fire.
Counter-terrorists win.
Let's go. I'm throwing smoke. Smoke, smoke. Molotov. Throwing incendiary. Laying down smoke. Smoke. I'm throwing smoke. Laying down smoke. Throwing fire. Throwing fire. Smoke. Incendiary. World is ours. Deploying flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade. I'm throwing flashbang. Smoke! Flashbang. Blending.
Bomb has been planted.
I'm defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Go, go, go! Smoke! Throwing smoke. Grenade out. Smoke. I'm throwing smoke. Grenade out. Incendiary out. Molotov. Throwing fire. Grenade out. I'm throwing a flashbang. Throwing a flashbang. Throwing fire. That is the best. Throwing fire. Flashbang. Deploying flashbang. I'm throwing smoke. Throwing a flashbang.
Terrorists win.
Let's move out. Let's go, my friends. Smoke. Throwing flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Flashbang. Grenade. I am planting the bomb.
Terrorists win.
Now, Flipside, they are going to buy everything they need here. This is so scary right now.
This is far too close for comfort is what it is, Anders. You look at the first half for Flipside, they were just mauling Fnatic, running right through them. Fnatic, they're nearly losing these eco rounds. They're nearly losing these rounds where they should just be building their economy and strolling right on through, worried about the 19th round when Flipside will be able to buy. Instead now, they've tapped their bank. Flipside have finally been able to buy, and this round is worth so much more now. And it looks like it's going to be the time that Fnatic decide. All right, let's apply a little bit more pressure towards the round letter over here.
They are certainly setting up for it, and at least they can do is to make a bit of noise, draw someone back from the window. Markov and Waylander are heavily smoked off on this side and waiting. JW and Window going to be boosted in. Dennis goes down. That's a great kill from Blade early on, and did he notice? I don't think he saw JW, so JW could be the linchpin here. Flusher gets a kill on Markov, and here comes JW getting one, turning around, getting the headshot on Blade as well, and now Waylander is in so much trouble, and he's going to go down. A triple kill for the spy infiltrator. JW making his way deep in, and Electronic is going to be left alone. That, if not for that, especially if Blade sees JW go in a window, the round is lost for Fnatic immediately.
Oh, it felt like he had an inkling when he got the kill on Dennis. It felt like he had, maybe it looked like he was going to head over towards jungle and take a look. I think that JW was just able to make it through just a little bit too quick. Are you... You're kind of past the point now where you can afford to keep giving away guns if you're Fnatic. I mean, it is going to be a round of eco, but still, you've only got 2 players surviving now. It means that somebody's going to have to force in the next round. Ideally, you just want to keep those 3 AKs alive.
That round should go in like a playbook somewhere of just to illustrate exactly how much position matters. Like some of these kills weren't difficult kills for JW to get. He just had to be in the right position every time, and he was. So beautiful. 2 of them were someone with their backs turned.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the first one where it's like we're gonna get the replay here. It's this first one on World Edit where World Edit, it's just shake your head. You really can't do anything about that. It's Blade who's gonna be kicking himself.
Yeah, this is beautiful stuff.
That's a sick round. Not even a high five? Not even a high five, Jumpy. Come on, man. JW just unlocked that round for you, and all you're doing is looking actually like a little disapproving. I don't know.
He might just be incredibly focused, I think. He's obviously a bit scared, and he should be. They were really far behind Fnatic, but now with winning this round as well, that's what them winning 8 rounds in a row, Fnatic. 4 in the last half, and then 4 to start off this with. Flipside are starting to look like they're giving it away.
Yeah. The one thing though, and this is you should be happy about this too, given the fact that you are, the Markov poster boy, is the fact that Flipside actually are one of those teams who always seem to be able to come back into it, right? Like, it could be 14 rounds for Fnatic, and Flipside just never actually say die. They will keep running it back. Some teams roll over, but Flipside aren't one of them.
No, they're definitely mentally quite a strong team. A nice peek. I mean, my real dream, obviously, is that they get put under so much pressure that they say, listen, let's just screw this. Get the AWP and Markov, let's go. It's not the AWP, but it is Deagle, and he's got 1 headshot now. There's fire and enemy players all around. He's going to miss the opportunity there. Electronic did get a kill, but he goes down, and now Markov trapped in the corner. Are they going to fight him or just run for the other bomb side? That makes way more sense, and it's going to be exactly what they do. He will see it. So now, I mean, imagine how hard this is. He has to check so many corners when he's going to that A-bomb site.
He's so pissed right now. He's wondering where the hell his Deagle bullets are going. All those shots and hardly any damage? What is that? And so now, yeah, there's going to be a big split here between Flusha and Crims. Crims' bomb is not planted for Crims, though. That's awkward. And so, had Flusha gotten caught here, this would have been a situation where Markov might have been able to get a defuse in. Instead, now, trying to bait a response, anything at all to show.
He doesn't have a diffuse kit, so...
Yeah, why doesn't he just tap it?
Yeah, he should at least have tapped it once. He's going to be exposed to Crims anyway, who picks up a triple. It's good to see from Crims, who had a tough start in the game. He's right back up there with everybody else. 12 to 8, a 4-round gap has developed, and Flipside, they are back with at least 1 AWP on World Edit. This is the common... We should say this for any new viewers that are tuning in. When we talk about Markov, it's really just me trolling a little bit.
It's just the memes.
He is... Well, that it is their main opera, in case anyone is wondering, so...
Yeah, it's just the memes, Anders. We get it. We
Just
know.
the memes. 21st round here, although part of it is also serious, but that's just because I have mental problems. We'll see how this works out. World Edit will pick up Olaf Meister right off the bat. That's a great way to get started here for Flipside, who have lost, yeah, the last 8 rounds in a row. They need to keep up. 2 more.
2 more to get into double digits for Flipside. And now Flusha, hoping to get lucky there, not going to find anybody. They have mid control though, Fnatic, so there is that to work with. And you have to wonder just how much Flusha is going to be working towards counting on that palace noise that he just made, because this misdirection, he's just trying to keep him in the dark, keep him guessing. The thing is here for Flipside though is that now they can just sit and wait, it looks like. Minute left, and they do want to figure out, I mean, it's only a man advantage here for Flipside. It seems like they're pretty set right now on 2 towards that B site. Waylander up on the balcony and Markelov backing him up with the 3 on A.
The really big thing here is how deep Crims is in the connector. That's a big problem for Flipside. He can do so much damage here. That Molotov is going to go a bit far for Electronic, and might also give away the fact that Crims is there. The rest are going to come out of the slope. World Edit caught sleeping in the middle of the bomb site. That's a big problem. Now it's a 4-on-4 Electronic with the spray continuing on and taking down Dennis Waylander with a kill on Crims, and it's all on JW with 25 seconds left. He's going to go straight for the plant, and Markelov is almost there, but he slows it up just at the last second, buying time for JW to get out. It's not a good plant for him, and is he going to run all the way? What a risk. He's going to go for the next level play. This could be really deep. Are they going to realize already? Markelov close to it. He doesn't have a kit. Or now he's picked one up. That's good news. And JW is too far away to stop it. If he had kept going, maybe there would have been a chance. And if Markelov hadn't found that defuse kit, maybe that would have been it. Either way, it is a round for Flipside, in spite of a very weird start.
Well, that was Fnatic, wasn't it? The plant and then the rotate back through pit towards mid, and get the guy on short to cover that courtyard. You know, Fnatic were very good at coming up with these inspired plays. So JW trying to make a little bit of that old magic come back to life there, but the timing just wasn't with him this time around, unfortunately.
Absolutely lethal spray from Electronic as well.
That was disgusting. I thought he was dead for sure. You're talking about an impossible, like a headshot angle as well that he transfers his spray onto. That's some control. That's muscle memory right there. It's ingrained in his bones.
Putting an end to what was actually an 9-round streak, I think, for the Fnatic team. So it's pretty impressive. And now trying to see if they can get a bit of mid-control here on the Swedish side. It isn't looking too bad.
No, and it seems like aggression is not going to be the answer here as far as Flipside are concerned. Once again, very similar setup to the one that we saw in the last round, in fact. Blade holding in jungle, Waylander up on the balcony towards B. Markelov backing him up from kitchen. Almost identical, and so we'll have to see, can they reproduce it, because it is going to be a B hit this time around. They're going straight up on short. Waylander, should he be able to spot? He should be able to spot them, and then there's the crossfire with Markelov as well. Waylander, though, stepping up 2, just the 1. Gets the headshot, but Markelov is there to trade it back.
That drops the bomb as well, flashes in, and Markelov can't actually capitalize on it. Staying alive by the bench for Solomeister. It's still a 3-on-3, but a really big deal here is the fact that JW has that AWP. If he can get the bomb down, he can cover almost all the angles on this bomb site. Flipside tactics are not out of the woods yet. They've got a lot of damage on Flusha, and one good grenade here would take him out, but I think JW's the man to look for. He's already got the 1 kill, sees the shoulder, Blade goes down. Olaf Meister will pick up that one. And that bomb is ticking right in front. World Edit next in line, and Electronic has to back off. Flipside unable to even get close to retaking the bomb site. Fnatic fight their way out. That looked very sketchy. Looked like Flipside could have turned that, but this is a disaster for the CT side.
You have to wonder where, well, I think World Edit is just holding the angle instead of actually using that Molotov. Could have been something to work with. Bomb will blow up that AK towards Electronic. At least he's hoping it will. Yep, there it is. He spots it. What? Oh, he wanted to try and get the op. No luck, no joy. Yes, he just barely gets it. Thank you, producer, for letting us stay on that feed and not just switching to the player cam. Awesome. All right, that was a save. I thought he was just going to go for the AK and call it a day, but World Edit dying in kitchen. What a play from Electronic. There's hope.
Is it going to be the hero AWP? Will it be the one to save it for Flipside, who admittedly, they're right at the edge. They're about to be pushed off the cliff somewhere. This isn't looking good at all. It's great first half for them, getting 8 rounds and everything. Second half here, they've only got the 1 round, and again, Fnatic speeding it up. Markelov immediately down. Electronic and Waylander coming back with a couple of kills. Electronic with the AWP still hiding all the way over there, but he's about to get closed in. Olofmeister's coming in from the other side. How does he get out alive here? He's got a bit of backup, but World that it is down now. It's Blade on the side with a USP. Oh, what? Electronic gets the kill on Olofmeister, and now a lot of trouble for JW. That's almost unbelievable. Electronic finally down and out now, out in the open. JW with a headshot to clutch the round and bring Fnatic to 14. Man, the action is... it's just out of control at this point. You could see Olofmeister was just skipping around the corner thinking, this is great, I'm going to reconnect. Oh, wow.
Wait, somebody is here, actually here. But more importantly, just... I'm just thinking about Electronic. Okay, so he hits this shot. So it seems like that wasn't communicated over effectively for Olofmeister, obviously. He had no idea that Electronic was playing from here. But afterwards, for Electronic to just commit to the fight without the bomb even attempted to be, like, it wasn't even close to getting planted there. I don't know. Interesting decisions. And Flipside missing out on a chance for the hero AWP to shine forth and bring them into the double digits realm. Instead, it's 14-9.
I mean, it's not like Fnatic didn't give away a bunch of rounds in the first half as well, so maybe they're just making up for it here by winning a couple of clutch ones. And the problem with Flipside is they're about to lose this map. Fnatic setting up for a fairly common A execute. I like the fact that Flusher's all the way up in Delpan. He's not actually top mid. Well, I say that now he's falling back, but that could have been a great position actually. A lot of noise being made. Olofmeister and JW to open up and just run and gun with the AK-47. Why don't you? Waylander and Markelov, no chance to retake here, but they should save it. I know it sounds horrible because you're giving them match point, but at the same time, it isn't worth it.
No, you do save it at this point. It's all you've got to work with. And Olofmeister knows that, of course, and it's well worth him sacrificing himself here to see if he can take one of those rifles off of him. Fnatic, they have a little bit of money to work with here in the bank, and so Waylander, we'll see. Just lets JW go a stomping by. Problem is they've left 2 players on the site. Waylander, are you actually thinking about trying to get a ninja going here?
Oh, well, he's going to have to turn around. Doesn't realize Flusher's there. He was also about to be shot in the back, so chaos all over the map right now. I can't believe this. I mean, this is quite impressive. And you think about now, when you think about those clutches from Flipside or some of those turnarounds at the end of the first half, where it was 2 versus 4 against Fnatic and they still won it, and yet they're about to lose the game. So if you get given that many chances, I would say Fnatic gave away a lot of chances of Flipside to actually win this game, and you still can't turn it. That's maybe not a good sign if you're Flipside. Like, you're in a best of 1, that's all you need. It should be all you need.
On the flip side, Anders are like the kings of the slow grind, right? Towards the late stage of the group. You know, so they're going to start, if they lose this game, they'll go up against somebody else who's lost 0-1. And then I would start really putting them ahead and put them in favor, right? Where they can start beating out those teams. It's going to come down to the final day, I think, for Flipside, however awkward or uncomfortable that sounds.
It does seem like that is their trend, at least from what little we've seen. Connect control established for Flipside, but do they want to fight for middle as well? Some shots ringing out with a UMP, and this is all they have. AK-47, 2 UMPs, 1 FAMAS and 1 P250 on Blade. So you can understand why he wants to be close in case anyone is going to come fight him here. Fnatic playing... It's a great map of Counter-Strike right now. In spite of a lot of mistakes early on, they managed to turn it around. I always think of that as a positive sign. So under a minute left right now.
Yeah, I'm impressed with how slow Fnatic are taking this. Not willing to risk anything. Measured, although as I say that, Olofmeister gets caught by Waylander in the apartments. Oh, right through the smoke. Dennis reacts in time. Not going to get sprayed down for free. He's not a 27, but he brings it back to a 4-on-4 at least, and that sets it up for the rest of his team. But 35 seconds, you're starting to run out you're starting to run out of time here if you're Fnatic.
Oh, and Waylander, he had the deep push into B apartments. He could have had that kill on JW, but he actually loses to a USP headshot at close range. Now they're making the rotation back towards the A side. That's a huge kill on Dennis. Now that means the main part of this attack is not going to have any distraction at all. They just have to win aim fights now, Fnatic. They need to close out this game right now. Don't let Flipside get back into it at all. Crim's in a bit of a dodgy position, trying to play around the triple box, getting into CT spawn and spraying in against Electronic. Not going to work out. Electronic with another headshot coming in, making it a double kill for him in the round, and an overall 23 kills. Very well done. Tied with JW on the other team. 15-10. And Flipside managed to stay alive a bit longer.
They made it to double digits in the end. They did.
They did.
Now we don't see a force out of... No, we don't see a force. We see a half-pie coming in here from Fnatic. That would be sheer insanity if they were to actually go for that. It's not 2014 anymore.
Throwing smoke.
I like to see it. I like to see this here from Fnatic. Measured, balancing out the economy. And so let's go. Let's see what's actually going to happen here for the Swedes, because they want to go for that explosive round onto the B site. And up close with Tech 9s, anything is possible. Olafmeister has done a little bit of tickling damage here over to World Edit on Underpass. He tickled him, you know? He's...
I don't know what kind of tickling you're into, Samla, but I'll try and remember next time I get the opportunity. I'll politely decline. No tickling, please.
What happens at the after parties?
Sometimes it stays at the after parties. Sometimes
Follows you back to the hotel.
sometimes it follows you back to the hotel. Yes. Yeah, we'll just leave that for a minute before we edge into territory that we can't ever recover from. Oh, that's a beautiful shot from Dennis. You love to see it now, pushing in with the Deagle. If Blade hadn't interrupted that, you wonder what would have been the outcome. World Edit going to be taking out Olafmeister as well. 4 versus 3, and starting to look a bit grim for Fnatic in this round. Still, you're given such hope when Dennis is on point, but he's one of those Deagle players that can really do a lot of damage.
It was really, yeah, and look at Blade, he survives on 1 HP, so you really know at this point, well, it wasn't meant to be Fnatic. Although World Edit continues to challenge, Waylander will eventually find it. Again, I'm not it's just not a fan of Oppers taking kills in anti-ecos. Just let the rifles do the work. $300, $600 can make the difference for you in the next round. But that's just me nitpicking.
It's alright. That's it's true. I mean, if you want to maximize everything you can.
There is a next level, right? Exactly. If you're playing to maximize everything, right?
I guess in this particular example, it's the one where it matters less, just because they're 15 rounds on Fnatic, so they're not going to need the money anymore. Well, on flip side, let's see. Fnatic looking to see if they can do something here. Smoke is up in the window, and looks like they're going to be very fast indeed. Right into the connector. Blade having hard attack, and he ends up going down as well. With the assistance of Crims and that Tech 9, it's still a 3-on-2, but with the health left on Crims, you have to imagine this shouldn't be much of a problem for Flipside to close out the round. They will get the bomb plant for Fnatic. That's big news.
Oh, he had the chance. If only he'd have scoped Crims. One. Not going to get the follow-up, however. I highly doubt it. The smoke is going to go off the block in connector as well. And once they realize where that bomb has been planted here, Crims should have the angle despite the smoke. And sure enough, he's going to try, but it's not going to be good enough.
There was a chance. There was definitely a chance.
Had Waylander stood right, because you saw how Waylander was way off to the left, trying to open that angle as much as possible. Had he stood and, on top of the bomb or to the right of it, Crims had that shot, right? So Crims wasn't too far off. Because Waylander was one step ahead, man. Waylander was just one step ahead.
Almost up to 600,000 viewers in the first couple of games. I think that's a good job on the community. Nice to see people tuning in. Definitely get all of your friends involved. Remember, the algorithm for drops works this way, that the more people watching, the higher the drop rate becomes. So you have an incentive to lure your friends in and get them to watch as well. That's how it works. 28th round. We've got 3 men pushing top of mid for Fnatic, while the rest are sort of lingering over on the A side. The bomb's still in CT or in T-spawn. That's always a big indication that they're just looking for openings. Establish a bit of map control and wait to see what Flipside do. JW is actually moving up. This is a big position for him to hold. If he could just stay here.
Yeah, this is all he needs to do, actually. Hold towards jungle. And sure enough, there was the jiggle peek! Blade is so sharp. He's not going to fall for any of that, although Electronic will walk right into it. JW not going to miss that shot.
My God.
A monster.
Bomb is being brought back. I mean, this is It is very uncomfortable for Flipside. I don't know why Electronic... I mean, I don't mind that he peeked it. I just don't know why he didn't win that fight. It's kind of a tricky shot to hit if you're JW. And all that showing from Electronic's point of view is also just your face, so... Should have been a big chance there. JW being a real menace right now. He's actually controlling almost all of this A-bomb site just by being here. They can't move. I mean, you see Blade is in a really weird position, and now the rush is going to come in. Blade goes down, and JW advancing further. This is great positional play from him. Finally, World that he gets a kill, but JW is there for the double, and Wayland the last to go down. 16-12 as Fnatic take out Flipside in their first map of the major tournament. That's another really beautiful round that could be analyzed for quite a while, just showing how you can actually stay up there. I mean, it's even if JW